Hey guys, KK here. Hey guys, KK here. Hey guys, KK here. I'm going to be talking about something different today. Today I'm going to be talking about narcissists are actually empaths. Narcissists are actually, they are in deep wound, deep trouble. They don't know any better about helping themselves when they are in suffering moments, times, and when they turn for people to help them. But there was nobody helping them. So they've been suffering from childhood trauma or heartbreaks. So as empath, we have savior dynamic and victim dynamic. So let's talk about the savior dynamic first. The savior dynamic is when we are in a situation, we try to save people that is close to us or try to help them to change them into a better person. And then when we are in hurt, we will turn to the light, turn to angels and guides. Hey, whoever you're watching, angels and guides and God for help. And empaths will try to uplift themselves from bandages and using bandages on the wound and self-unconditional love. And they will stop blaming themselves and start thanking the process. Hey King, what's up? How are you today? Since my Android phone could not share to Facebook, so I'm just going to use two phones at the same time, one on Instagram, one on Facebook. See if this works. So for the victim dynamic actually are linked to abandonment wound. So what they would do is self-blame, self-battle, and when they are in the lowest point of their life, they will focus on people who hurt them and abandon them over and over. So they will focus on that situation, and then when it happens, in their mind will just keep playing it over and over, like a PTSD or like an image. It was so vivid in their mind that it just keep overplaying it when somebody or something trigger it. And they overthink the blame and shame. They will overthink that, and when it gets too much, they will let go of the struggle and fall to the dark side. Hey King, so I'm actually talking about narcissists are empaths. So, and when they overthink, all that negative energy will driven them into creating themselves and making it as a destructive cycles. And in their subconscious mind will hurt those people in their mind. They will hurt those people, whoever comes close to their life, to make them suffer so they feel good about themselves. They will act perfect to hide the wound, lie to protect themselves. And then if you try to dig, well, empaths, right? We're like really sensitive. We try to dig through their lies, then they will make more lies, like 50 more layers of lies on top. I'm not sure if you can see it. It was like 50 layers of lies on top. And then when you try to get past them, they will hurt you. They will push your boundaries. They will hurt you. And in early stage of you getting inside of his heart, I'm gonna just use his here because female, her, male, he. I will just use he. It's more convenient this way. So in early stages of you getting inside of his heart, he will hurt you and feel nothing. No pain, no shame. The more you stay in his life, the more you will actually fight with him and get inside of his heart. As you guys fight, argue, cry, emotional fights. It's a lot of, like, you know, the tower card, it's like a lot of struggle and breakup or like destruction. And slowly he will go back into the victim state, the powerless, the helpless, the self-blame, etc. And why? And then he will start questioning himself why he hurt you. And if empaths are their partners, empath will try to forgive them and lower their boundaries. That's how empath starting to learn about their power and step into their power and set up boundaries. The good ones, the ones who turn to the light for help, and the ones doesn't, well, are narcissists, right? So the worst part you can do to him and help him is when he goes back to the perfect lies. When you forgive him, you lower your boundaries, and then he will go back to the perfect life cycle. And then you guys going to be doing the same cycle again because he doesn't know any better. When he was in hurt, he turned to anybody for help. There was nobody to help him, and he doesn't know any better about anything, or angels, or God. He doesn't even believe in that. So how can they help themselves when they go back into the perfect lie and victim cycle? So and that is how they become narcissists. And that's like the first cycle when they do it. And when they get into a relationship more and more, like maybe one after another, and then that layer of wound, it will build up on top, one to one, and then so it's free. And then after that, his perfect life cycle, it will get better. So when it gets better, people will actually fall for it, and they will go in and get hurt by them, and slowly they learn about their self unconditional love. I see a lot of people get a lot of hate for this type of people, but I see it in a bigger upper standpoint, as in they are actually helping people learning about unconditional love. Even though the cycle is very painful, it might be a lot of struggle and time and courage they need to learn about themselves. So how do we turn them back into empaths that are facing the light and learning? Well, you need someone to be on their side, as an empath who are learning about merciful, unconditional love. Maybe someone who is also their karmic partner. It takes pain, overlapping struggles and time. Depends how long he was lost. You have to know, under their mask, they are actually looking for a mother or a father. They're really hurt. They don't know how to deal with their pain. They often turn to sex, drugs, and alcohol to avoid facing the pain. For example, there's a person I know. Every time he runs away, he will take meth. I'm not going to name people's names, but I know. And every time he feels lower, because, you know, drugs, they give you a high standpoint, and then when it goes down, it's the low point. You feel really drained, you feel really low, you feel really bad. So he will continue taking drugs or continue drinking. That's people who have addictive cycles as well. And for empath or people out there, I have to warn you, if you are thinking you want to help them change, or you just want to help them, you have to be at least 500% ready before you think you can change one, unless it's your sole mission to learn about selfless love, or your soul won't allow you to stay beside that person after you learn about a certain point of unconditional self-love or boundaries or something you're supposed to learn from that person. So, have anyone tried to change one and be successful at it? Well, the answer is unknown at this point. So, I didn't mention about past life in the video because I think past life are really connected with karma, and we don't know whether it's a one lifetime thing or it's a multiple lifetime. So maybe we could talk about that in the next video or whichever video that comes up. KK here. Thanks for watching and all the support. You guys are the best. Bye. Ding.